Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about IO, and it's actually confirmed that her name is actually IO because there is now voice lines to the character, and when selecting the character, the selection sound actually says IO. That's exactly her name. She appears to have a spirit fox. She's related to foxes and spirits and the moon, and her ultimate, her abilities, pretty much everything is already pretty much known. There's even cards already, old legendaries, and even a description for the abilities, so we're going to go through them really quick. First of all, you should know that her voice pad was added, as I mentioned, and I'm going to play some of the voice lines. Now, before I go into them, I'll just let you know that there is a direct taunt to Dredge, where she says something like, "You finally rest in peace," or "may you finally rest." There's also one for Furia where she says, "the pyre has no power over us." She's referring to us, like her and the foxes. There's also one to Genos, but this one is not a taunt. This is sort of like a spawn shatter, which we do not have working in the moment, where when you spawn, if you spawn with a Genos on the same room as you, she will say, "You have not visited in some while." So maybe she is the moon, maybe she's the goddess of the moon. There's also a title, supposed Datamined, for her being the broken goddess, supposedly. So it could be, since the moon was shattered, the broken goddess. So the goddess of the moon goddess, whatever you want to call it. It could be that. I'm going to play some of the voice lines right now.
Leave this realm! Don't touch the tail. It takes an eternity to get it looking this good. Let us shine upon this battlefield. Careful, we bite. We do not wish to fight, but we will do what is necessary. May you finally rest. The pyre has no power over us. You have not visited in some time.
Alright, so as you noticed as well, there's also a voice line saying that do not touch the tail. It takes a lot of time, an eternity, to actually make it look like that. That's also like a reference to Genos, which this may mean that maybe the moon trained Genos. Maybe she gave him the powers. Maybe she's the reason why Genos even went into the space in the first place. We don't know, but it's a reference to it because he does say the same thing about the hair. But there you have it. She also says she has a tail, pretty much confirming what we already knew so far, which Datamined a long time ago was already saying that the next two champions were going to have tails, this one and another champion. So she's going to have a tail. She's going to be related to the foxes of the desert, like we've seen already, the statues through the Shattered Desert, and also now in the Bazaar map where there's a statue in the middle. That is her, all right? The broken goddess, the goddess of the moon, whatever. Now let's just go really, really quick into her abilities so you guys have an idea. In this picture you're seeing right now on screen, we can see in the left side some abilities. On the right side we can see some talents. Now as for the abilities, here is how they go. Her left mouse button, it's supposed to be a short bow. It's like the long bow that we have for shelling, but smaller. I'm guessing it doesn't have to charge. It's like the crossbow from Cassie. Her right click, apparently it's like a healing beam. It's an automatic healing beam, so you cannot miss it. It's like the right click for Furia. It heals 800 per second. So it's actually pretty powerful if you ask me. I don't know how it works if it has like a monobar, because there is something known as the moonlight, and maybe you can gather this moonlight with her Q ability, which, by the way, we'll just jump into it right now. It's called Ability Guardian, and the Guardian should be the fox, the Guardian fox, the little foxes we've seen on the Shattered Desert, including that little spirit fox that goes around the tree. We have that. It has an 18-second cooldown. This fox is the deployable, right? And if you take a look into the third talent on the right side, it says if you take lethal damage while the fox is up, you trade places, heal, and the fox dies in your stead. So it basically, it's like a sacrifice. It changes really quick, like the blink from Ying, and you instantly will get healed. The fox dies in your place, but at least you got healed. Now, I'm guessing since there's no cooldown on the right click, there should be some sort of a mana bar, maybe. Almost like we already know, I think it's more back on Overwatch, where she has a bar to heal, and if that bar goes down, there you have it. So she may be having to do something. Maybe she needs to deal damage in order to fill that bar. Maybe she has to put the Guardian. The Guardian fills up her bar by sucking the souls or the power or even the damage doing damage to people, sucking their life in order for you to heal your teammates. I don't actually know. As for movement ability, the F, it's actually like the Heroic Leap, but it goes backwards, and it does damage apparently when hitting, which as you can see here, the area damage. So that's pretty much it for the abilities. Now let's go into the ultimate. The ultimate apparently is like an orb that you can throw in one direction, almost like the Maldumba orb for activating his ult, but it's not the same activation in the finish, which it pretty much, whoever enemies who are around that orb when it's passing through will grab them and drag them with it, and when it hits the wall it'll explode, and the explosion apparently does something like 600 damage 2 times. So it's sort of like the ultimate Maldumba, but instead of fearing people, it actually blows up, and it has a little bit of a touch of the ultimate of Ceres together with it, alright? So we'll drag people out of the point. You can literally just banish them out of there. That's actually really cool. As for the talents, as you can see here on the right side, I read the third one. The second one doesn't have anything telling it, but it does say something ability talent Fox heal. So maybe the Fox will now heal people around it. And then you also have the first one that apparently doesn't say anything. It just doesn't say what it is. It just says ability talent 3. So maybe they're still thinking of what it could be. Now, when is this IO champion supposed to come? It should be coming pretty much like on next patch or the patch after, because there's also skins that are mine. Her golden skin. There's the pirate skin for her as well. There's a Pirate Lex, there's a Western Khan, a Tara, and a Strix. These three are all Western. And there's also a Summer Kinase, alright? All of these skins are Datamined. It doesn't mean that they're going to coming on the next patch, but what it means is that since they're all sort of together, it means that this is going to be through the release of IO. So it's either 2 patches from now or next patch, alright? We don't know her visual exactly. We know of the statue, know how she looks like, and that's it. So we sort of already know that she has a tail, she has ears, she has 2 locks of hair going in the back. I don't know what the name is, but you guys probably already know what it is. I'm guessing she's going to be like blue tones, thanks to the moon, because her eyes are even the little moon that she holds in the hand. And her Spirit Fox should be something like a blue Spirit Fox that she deploys. I don't know if you can destroy that Spirit Fox or not, but there you go. Now, there's also another picture with cards. You guys can check it out, and you can stop the video and actually read the cards. As I mentioned, here's some things here, like, for example, on the right side, hits with light bow restore 2% of moonlight. So maybe instead of actually hitting people to restore the moonlight, maybe you'll just get moonlight over time. But doing certain things, like, for example, using this card or using the fox, you will get that moonlight faster, and therefore you can heal faster as well. So, I'm not entirely sure how everything works. You can read the cards again. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Now, let's go into other stuff just to finish off the video. There's apparently some sort of a avatar bundle, which is Champions Are Eternal. This looks like to me to be a fundraising, because it talks about an institute called So the Paz. This is Brazilian. This is a Brazilian thing, and 100% of the revenue from this avatar will be sent to this institute. So we're gonna have some sort of a fundraising apparently, where I don't know if it's gonna be money or any crystals that it's used. It will just be translated into money, and then Hyris will pay them. Maybe that's it. I'm not entirely sure about that. Now, in the Datamined, it also mentions the new announcer Jester, but this announcer is already in the Battle Pass. You guys can literally go in the Battle Pass right now on the PDS, the Steel Forged Battle Pass. Around the middle, this announcer is there, all right? It's like a Joker, sort of speak. I don't know what you want to call it. It's like that, all right? That's that. And then there's also one more thing, but this could either be just something to joke with us, or it could just be something new, which this is talking about Brumbus, the Boy Who Forgot. It's a name and a title. It could be a champion, or it just could be a joke, because there's even a developer named Evil Mojo Brumbus, right? It's a Evil Mojo employee. We don't actually know if this is going to be real, or maybe it's just going to be some sort of an event. It would be really cool. Also, with these data mines, we sort of already know that there's going to be sort of like pirate and summer skins. So I'm guessing one of them will be a battle pass and the other will be an event. So if anything related to this Brumbus the Boy Forgot, it should be coming like really far in the future, not right now. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Do me one favor if you can. Do share this videos to see if more people get to know about it. I've already been talking about this for a very long time, but talking about the foxes since the Shattered Desert map came out. Talking about the statues, talking about the Spirit Fox, the next champions having tails. This was that of mine like ages ago. So really, if you can, help me up. Share the video as much as you can, Twitter, whatever you can. Share with your friends. Press the like button if you enjoyed the video, right? And subscribe if you're new to the channel. That'll be it pretty much for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. And until then, have a wonderful time. Bye-bye, guys. See you next time.